Hey guys, it's Mary. Welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking all of my October and November favorites. Got a ton of stuff to talk about. I did get really sick and had a bit of a skin issue, which if you haven't seen any of my previous, most recent videos, I did a Sephora try-on haul with a full coverage routine and a all drugstore full coverage routine. And that's because when I was sick, I ended up getting a bunch of hives and a rash. I left my skin with a lot of hyperpigmentation that I am now currently working on. You're gonna see that November was very skincare and body care heavy for me, the things that got me through the month. And then I had some really fun goodies and makeup that I played with and experimented with in October, so we're gonna go over everything today. I did do a pretty hefty Sephora haul. You're only gonna see a couple things from that Sephora haul in today's video, stuff that I'm 100% on, things that I have definitely played with several times and that I wanted to just go ahead and say, yeah, this is definitely a favorite. But other than that, I want to continue to play with a bunch of the stuff that I got from the Sephora sale haul before I talk about my final opinion on any of that. So if you don't see a ton of the things that I picked up in that haul, that is why. And let's go ahead and jump straight into today's video and talk about our favorites. Let's start out with makeup because that's the funnest, right? Let's just be honest, that's the funnest thing. I did want to mention these Jolie Ozzy Osbourne brushes. I truly love this brush set. Not only is it beautiful, I love the aesthetic, but the brushes also perform really well. You have a lot of options here as far as the sizes on your eye brushes and being able to do detailed work. I used these brushes to get ready today. You'll probably see them in a lot of the clips of me using the products that I'm talking about. I just really love these brushes. Currently, Jolie Beauty is having a Black Friday sale. I'm not sure if they will still be having it by the time that this video goes up, but I will leave the link down below to their website, and they now ship directly from the US. So if you want to pick up these brushes, I think they're included in the sale. Don't quote me on that, but they also have a lot of other gorgeous things on their website. When I did the video for these brushes, I also got one of their metallic liquid lipsticks, and I truly enjoy that as well. I will be rocking the hell out of that come Christmas and New Year's and other times too. But as far as the things that I'm going to talk about from the Sephora sale, these Eadem lip balms, I know I'm late on the train with these, but absolutely love this lip balm. The formula on it is just so thick, and it also has a ton of skincare ingredients in it. That's why I picked it up. I did get mine in the shade, what shade is mine in? Mine is in the shade Croissant. It's just a clear with a gold shimmer in it. I love it. I grab it all the time. I grab it to put on while I'm getting ready. I love to have it in the car to keep it, but I've been putting it back and forth in the house, so I'm probably going to end up grabbing another one of these. They do also have them in a ton of colors, but I got mine, like I said, in the clear one with the gold shimmer. That's all I have to say about that lip balm. The Huda Beauty Powder. The reason that I feel comfortable talking about this, even though I have only had the large size for a second, I did have a mini of this before I picked up the large size in the sale, so I know I really love this powder. This is the duo in the cherry and peach, cherry blossom cake and peach pie duo. So far, I've really been just using a ton of the peach because I am doing like color correcting work right now since I'm dealing with the hyperpigmentation. I need to mess a little bit more with the pink side, but I'm sure that that's gorgeous for under the eyes and stuff as well. But just a really nice setting powder, blurring, long lasting. Not much bad to say about this powder. I do not recommend the small one because it was so hard to get to use that powder, and then I ended up, while I was trying to like get to it and get my like brush or sponge, whatever I was using at the moment, into it, it fell out of my hand and broke, and yeah, I'm not a fan of the small one, but the big one, 2 thumbs up. Fenty Gloss Bombs is something that's been out for forever. It's a favorite of a lot of people, but I did see like a TikTok or a short that had this new, I'm not even sure if it's a new shade, but it was a new shade to me, and I had seen it for the first time, called Grape Splash, and it's really pretty. It is what I have on today. I have on the Makeup Forever Endless Cacao Lip Liner, kind of like a cool toned brown. I will say I've been a long time lover of the Fenty Gloss Bomb formula. This is no different. It's really, really shiny. It's beautiful, but it does not kind of give off that really, really galactic look that I think that it was giving off in the short. I feel like it came off much more purple in the short than I feel like it comes off in person. It is really, really pretty, and it's in my favorites. I love it, and I've been wearing it a lot. It also came in a combo with a lip liner. I haven't really been wearing them together though, because for me it comes off like really, really pink, and if I'm not going for a really, really pink look, I'm either just wearing the gloss by itself, or I've been wearing like a brown colored lip liner kind of with it, and then wearing this gloss. But the lip liner itself is pretty too. And then of course, we couldn't not talk about the Danessa Myricks palette. So I have been wearing the hell out of this palette. It's one of those things, kind of like the next palette that we're going to talk about, that I just can't put them down. It's almost like I daydream about getting them on my eyes again and what color combination that I'm going to do next. This palette is just really gorgeous. Now, I will say that when I got it, I went into it with a skeptic mind. I was like, is this palette really going to be worth the price tag? Because even though I did pick it up on the Sephora sale, so I got a discount on it, it's still a pricey palette. And it won me over. It won me over with the textures. It won me over with the formula of the mattes, the blendability of the mattes. I will say that the gray one can get a little patchy sometimes if you go too heavy-handed with it. So just, you know, if you have this palette, or if you plan on picking up this palette, the gray one is a little patchy if you go too heavy-handed on it. All of them though are really, really gorgeous, and if you go lighter handed with the gray one, it blends out really, really nice. I'm wearing and messing most with the purples, a little bit of the gray, and a couple of the neutral mattes for my look today. I did a short using this palette, a couple shorts actually. It was for other things, just wearing this palette in the short, and a couple people asked me in the comments like, what is on your eyes? What is on your eyes? And it was this palette. So I also filmed in that Sephora try-on haul. I did a look using the blues and the blacks. It was late at night, so I didn't have a bunch of light in that video, but I still loved the look. The way the look came out, it was really, really gorgeous, and I've used that kind of glowy blue one a few times since then as well. And I have done a neutral eye look with this to go to a special event that I really, really liked. Enjoying that palette quite a bit. The other palette that I want to talk about is the Dark Dreamscape by Bella Beauty Bar, and I did a video with this. It's not necessarily a review video. I kind of went over some stories that I've had with the other side, some paranormal stories that I have experienced in my life, and I did a couple looks with this palette if you want to check out that video. But this palette itself is absolutely gorgeous. I want to do some more looks with this palette, like a video just dedicated to this palette, doing a few looks with it, or even like a palette bingo where, you know, you kind of leave the colors that you're going to use up to fate and see how that would come out. But I want to mess with this a lot more. Several times I find myself at 2 o'clock in the morning after I have done all my skincare. It's one of those things I like to do, that will go in and like to put something sparkly on my eyes, and I have done that with both of these palettes, just playing with them and wearing them to sleep at night because it makes me feel pretty. So definitely favorites on both of those palettes. I did also quickly want to mention these Stranger Things ColourPop collaboration Multichrome shadows. These are really, really gorgeous as well. I did a short using these and realized after I posted it that I forgot to put the music with the short, so it's really boring because it's just me showing the shadows with absolutely no sound, you know, but hey, you live and you learn. But I did want to mention these because, one, Stranger Things season 5 just dropped on Netflix. I've been watching that with my daughter, and also ColourPop is having a huge Black Friday sale. So just in case you were curious about any of their multi-chrome shadows, these are really, really gorgeous, beautiful shades. I like wearing them together. Ooh. Yeah, definite winner on those. I haven't really been loving the highlighter that I have on my cheeks today. It's kind of like a purple highlighter, and I love a good purple highlighter. I enjoy the Fembot highlighter, and that one is kind of like ethereal and has like a purplish shift to it. I also have one by Glamlight that's like the ghost face that has a purple. It's a duo and one of them is purple. I just enjoy a good purple highlighter, and this is a nice one. This is the one by NYX. Again, it is the highlighter that I'm wearing on my face today. It does have like a multicolored glitter in it. I did not notice that indoors, and I don't notice it on camera. But when you go out in the daylight and I look at myself in the car, I do see like some purple and blue glitter that is on my cheeks. So if you don't like glitter on your cheeks, then you're not going to want to go for this one. I think it's beautiful. I've been wearing it a lot. I did want to mention that it does have glitter in it. If sometimes I do just want a highlighter that only has a sheen and no sparkle to it, and that's not going to be your gal for that day. And that is it for makeup. The reason that I want to mention these body care things is part of when I got sick was I was covered in hives on my body as well. These two things in particularly really helped me, and I thought I wanted to mention. This is the Salt & Stone Santal Viver blah blah blah, I don't know, something body wash. This is it. I do love the smell of this. The smell is really nice, but the reason that I wanted to mention this is because like on the back it even says here that it has antioxidants, ocean botanicals, hydrating ingredients, soften and soothe while cleansing to help restore the drying effects of outdoor activity, wind, sun, and sea. And I just wanted to say that when my body was really sensitive, when I was covered in bumps, when I was covered in hives, when I was scratching a lot and I was very sensitive, this body wash was really gentle and nice on me. I could still use this one and not feel irritated or it burn or anything like that. I know that this is a clean brand, maybe that has something to do with it, but I did want to mention that. And then also as well, I was very dry, very dry and flaky. And I went through my entire lotion, and I was using castor oil as well to kind of try and stay hydrated. But I went and ended up diving into my daughter's lotion and loving it because it was what my skin seemed to love the most. And it was this Ulta Beauty Collection Vanilla Velour Ultra Nourishing Scented Body Lotion. This is what she looks like. I need to get her another one now because I basically killed this. It has a really nice scent to it too. It's very calming. My skin ate it up. It kept it hydrated and nourished. And then when I wasn't using this and I gave it back to her and I started like using something else, and I was like, man, my skin doesn't like what I'm using as much as it liked your lotion. So I grabbed her lotion again. We are for a second going to get into a little bit of, like TMI, personal information. We're going to talk about our lady areas for a second. So I am somebody that when I shave or groom in the bikini area, I will tend to get breakout bumps. I'm always on the lookout for things that are going to help irritation and red bumps and ingrowns in that area from shaving. I'm just always looking out for things that work well. In my life, in my experience, the thing that has worked the best and that I will always recommend is this. It's called Ten Skin. Now this one is gonna burn. This one is gonna burn when you put it on. It's mostly alcohol, but trust me, using just alcohol on its own does not do the same job as this. So even though this, costs more than alcohol, it's worth it to me. My husband also uses this as well, and it prevents ingrowns for him. I did try the topicals kind of roll-on ingrown preventer thing. That wasn't a disappointing products video of mine because, yeah, it just wasn't cutting it. This Truly Glazed Donut Aftershave Oil. You don't need a lot. You just do a couple little pumps into your hand. And for me, like I said, I have been putting it on my bikini area. Not a single bump. Not a single bump. To the point that I called my husband over and I was like, do you see this? Do you see this? He knows my situation. He knows I will struggle with ingrowns and irritation down there after I shave. Not a single bump. Not a single bump. And I have, gone through the grooming process and used this several times over. It's just really nice. Now I will say it is a little bit oily, so you're going to want to have some time after you put this on before you're getting dressed fully all the way. And I know that that's a bit of a setback. The best time I would probably suggest to do this is a nighttime shower and do your grooming then. and then a little bit of this. And I haven't even mentioned the best part. It smells delicious. It smells like a glazed donut. They do have several different scents, and I don't know if things are scent specific, like if only the glazed donut one stops your ingrowns. So you cannot, you know, quote me on whether or not the other scents work, because this is the only one I've tried. I picked this up during the Ulta sale a couple of months ago. This is vegan, clean. It says it has vanilla, niacinamide, passion fruit, vitamin E, and hyaluronic acid boost. Whatever it is, it's a magical concoction. It works. And the best part about it is it prevents the ingrowns without the burn. So this one works, like it works, but it doesn't smell delicious and it burns. This one does not burn at all. And I would suggest trying to get it during a sale, because I feel like it was pricey, full price, and I got it like on a half off sale or something like that. But oh my gosh, it's phenomenal. Yeah, just really, really, really nice. I'm also curious to try that on my face and see if it helps out with irritation on my face. But right now I'm not messing with anything in my face. I'm just doing things that I know work, because we're in a crazy spot with the face. So I will test that out in the future when I'm a little bit braver with my skin. It's quite amazing if you ask me. It's just absolutely amazing. And then I wanted to talk about the Riedel Shot 300. So if you have watched any of my other videos, you would know, or if you saw my empties video, then you know that I finished the Riedel Shot 100, and I was so excited to start to 300, and I've been loving it. You definitely can feel the increase in the strength of the spicules. Everything else that we're going to talk about is a favorite because it really helped me with my skin while I was struggling this previous month. When I am focusing on hyperpigmentation, which I am doing right now, it tends to dry my skin out a little bit more. And when I do my makeup, my under eye area tends to look a lot more crepey. So I always like to use an eye cream, which I really love the Nimbuzin eye cream before makeup. But this Refi eye balm, this gives me just a way to kind of seal in that hydration. So after having already done my eye cream and all my other skincare before my makeup, I will go ahead and do a little bit of this under both of my eyes. And I feel like it just holds the hydration in a little bit longer, and I really enjoy that. I hadn't been pulling or reaching for it because it is an extra step. I've always enjoyed it, but I hadn't been pulling for it. And now that I am finding myself to be a little bit drier in that area, I've been enjoying it quite a bit again. I've been rediscovering my love for it. Exfoliation. So I have been using a couple exfoliation things, and this was more so after my skin started to heal. So after the hives and the bumps weren't angry anymore is when I started to kind of get back into exfoliation. And a couple of the things that still were gentle enough on my skin to not irritate it or be painful or anything like that, when I was kind of in that transition stage, that in-between stage where I could still feel the texture of the bumps and I was still flaking a little bit, but they weren't actively angry or swelling up more. This Beauty of Joseon Apricot Blossom Peeling Gel. Now, I did pick this up thinking this might be a dupe for the Peter Thomas Roth Peeling Gel, and I'm not 100% that these two are dupes. I feel as though that other one does a little bit. It's more convincing to me that it's sloughing off dead skin. This one I feel is just doing something similar, but not as aggressively, and I enjoyed that because of the stage that my skin is in. So Apricot Blossom Peeling Gel, and you just put a little bit of it on your face, you rub it in circular motions, and it's going to leave you with fresh exfoliated skin. Really been enjoying that. I love Beauty of Joseon in general. These are the Medicube Zero Pore Pads, and I talked about these in the Sephora try-on haul. It had nothing to do with Sephora, but I was just showing the skin prep that I would do prior to makeup when I am dealing with, you know, skin that is healing and trying to cover up dark spots and just making sure that I don't have flaking. I love these pads. So this is the Medicube Zero Pore Pad. They have AHA, BHA, panthenol, allantoin, and sodium hyaluronate. And I just take one pad and I use it all over my entire face and neck. Really, really enjoy these. Gentle but effective exfoliant. Now for nourishing the skin, I love this Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Probiotics Barrier Essence. I know I have talked about this on my channel many times. I don't want to be redundant, but especially for this month, this was just, I cannot do my makeup without using this Haru Haru Wonder. It's so hydrating, so nourishing to the skin. I love it. Also, at any other time, even when I'm not wearing makeup, but especially this month before I do my makeup, this is a necessity. I will not do my makeup without that. This is the COSRX Ultimate Nourishing Rice Overnight Spa Mask, and I've also had this in my collection for quite a while. I've used it. I have just so many masks and things that I interchange with all the time, but this one was kind of a go-to for the month of November because it is so nourishing and gentle. And now I feel like where is it at? Yeah, I feel like it's already, so now it's like down to here. Yeah, just COSRX is an affordable brand that I have found quite a few products that I enjoy. That I think are effective by. This says enriched with more than 68.9% of rice extract. This mask provides intensive nourishment with deep moisture and brightening. And I would have to agree. I just really enjoy this. I have been using that on nights that I'm not using some sort of sheet mask. I really, really like that one. As far as essence, this is the Chase and Rabbit's Magic Beauty Shroom Essence. You can see I am down to here on this guy. I have been using this every single morning, sometimes at night as well. Let me just tell you the benefits of it. It's very deep, long-lasting hydration. It's got tremella mushroom, which holds 500 times its weight in water and gives you like that dewy, bouncy skin look without heaviness, which I would have to agree with. It's good for calming redness and irritation. The adaptogenic mushrooms in here soothe stressed and sensitized skin and help it to rebound faster. I would have to agree. Strengthens the skin barrier. So it improves resilience so the skin handles makeup, weather, and active ingredients better. I would have to agree. I use this, like I said, in the morning. I also use this before makeup. I used this today before I did my makeup. Just boosts radiance, leaving skin brighter, healthier, naturally glower over time. It's lightweight and friendly, layer friendly. Agree. Like I said, I have it on today under my makeup. Also layers well with all other skincare, and you can use this with other skincare and not worry. And it's great for healing phases. So it helps speed recovery after inflammation, breakouts, or texture flare-ups. I feel like this Magic Beauty Shroom Essence by Chase and Rabbits was just kind of a match made in heaven for me. We were soulmates in the month of November. Fist bumping. We're fist bumping because we're pals. We are buddies. When my skin was in its kind of transition phase where it was able to deal with skincare, but it was still angry, and I wasn't really quite sure what was going to make it angrier or what was going to keep it calm, these came in so clutch. Speaking like a teenager. These are the VT Sika Daily Soothing Masks. It comes in this like container, and then it's got one of those little things that you can use to pull it out. I don't always use that. I know, not sanitary. Bad Mary. The reason that I like these, very soothing. That Sika ingredient is very, very soothing and calming to the skin. So literally any time that I knew that I had at least 20 or 30 minutes and I was just going to be around the house, and when I was sick, that was quite often, I would throw one of those masks on to just soothe my angry skin, and those, I really, really, really enjoy those. Are they the most like luxurious? No, it's like a, you know, it's a very flimsy kind of paperish sheet mask, but it's the ingredients in it that kind of help soothe the skin and just felt nice to have on my skin. Enjoyed those a lot. Running low on them now. Two other masks that I was really, really enjoying. These are the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Ginseng Collagen Masks. Illuminate, refines pores, firms, hydrates, and nourishes. This pack itself comes with 7. And I'm just going to be straight up and say, I wouldn't pay full price for these, even though I do think they're really, really good. So they're in my favorites video for a reason. I really, really enjoy them. It comes with 7. I'm down to, how many do I have? Oh my god, I only have 2. I thought I had 3. I only have 2 left. So when those are on sale from something, I'm going to have to pick these up again. I really, really, really liked this mask. I held off on it for quite some time because I think like individually these are $8, and I was just like, I'm not. I even told my husband, I was like, I love a good skin mask, but I refuse. I refuse to pay that much for a sheet mask. And then when they were on a really, really good discount, I grabbed it, and now I wish I hadn't, because now I really like them. But I will be patient. I have enough sheet masks that I can be patient and wait to get more of those. And then also to these Anua PDRN Hyaluronic Acid Capsule 100 Serum Masks. These. Very, very juicy. So you put this on and it's gonna like, it's still gonna have like, you know, it's gonna be juicy coming on all over your face. How many comes in this one? This one comes with 10, so it was more masks. I do have 3 left of this one before I run out. That's gonna make me sad too. But this, I just really, really love the ingredient of PDRN, and a lot of PDRN is not necessarily salmon sperm, and I kind of went into the PDRN world thinking that it was, and it's not really. Some of it is made from like things like ginseng and plant-based. I'm not sure on this one, but I know that something else that I have is a plant says the sodium DNA, PDRN sodium DNA. This one says sodium collagen. Who knows? I don't know. But some of them are from salmon sperm and some of them are from like ginseng and whatnot. I did want to say that I picked these up. I don't know if anyone sees or ever like stalks the Rewards Bazaar place on Sephora, but it has these cute little, like, I mentioned it in my haul video when I got them, little lipstick charm, as well as this little like pouch. It's so cute. And this one comes with this little, you see that? This little, they're just so cute, and they're really, really well made. They're hefty. The lipstick is cute. I actually grabbed one so I could have one like on my bag and one so I could just like put it up on my little area where I edit YouTube videos. And then this was so cute, the little bag with the lipstick, that I got another set and gave it to my daughter. This is actually hers because mine is in the car. But yeah, they're just really, really cute, and I just thought I would mention those because they're 250 points, and I just thought that's really, really nice for 250 points. I feel like that's something that Sephora would usually ask like 1,000 points for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice. If you have not checked out the telepathy tapes yet, check it out. It's mind-blowing. It'll change your life. You can realize that things are not the way that we think they are. Yeah, it's just crazy. And now they have telepathy tapes season 2, which is even more mind-blowing. I wanted to mention a man named Tom Campbell, who, if you think about the Matrix at all, if you're curious about the Matrix, if you believe that there is something in the form of the Matrix that might be going on in our existence, he breaks things down in a very, very, very understandable way. He's been doing out-of-body travel and all sorts of research since the 1960s, I believe. Just a man who knows what he's talking about, and he just really, really, really simplifies things in a way that I can grasp and understand. He's got tons and tons of interviews. He also provides like binaural beats and all that kind of stuff if you're into meditation or you're trying to do out-of-body travel or astral projection, things like that. And then I also wanted to mention, I really, really, really enjoyed the new Predator Badlands movie. Quite a bit. Well, I love the Predator series, and I enjoyed, I kind of like all of them, but this one was just, I don't know, it was a little bit emotional, and I felt as though Predator, we kind of got to know him a little bit, and it's almost like makes you understand the characters a little bit better. And they also include like a little cute guy in it, so I don't know. It was just a good movie, and I enjoyed it a lot, and I feel like I want to go see it again before it leaves the big screen. So I wanted to mention that. Thank you guys so much for sharing a piece of your day with me today, and I really, 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 really hope to see you in the next video.